The antique mirror had always fascinated me. It stood in the middle of my grandmother's attic, covered in a layer of dust and draped with a moth-eaten sheet. It was said to be a family heirloom, passed down from generations, but no one dared to look into it for long. The old tales whispered of its malevolent power. On a dare from my cousin during a gloomy family reunion, I decided to unveil the mirror and gaze into it. As I removed the sheet, a chill washed over me, as if the room had dropped several degrees. My own reflection seemed distorted, my features warped and twisted, as if mocking me. I took a deep breath and stared into the mirror. My reflection moved independently, mimicking my every gesture with an eerie delay. A sense of unease crawled up my spine, but I couldn't look away. The mirror seemed to pull me into its depths, and I felt myself being drawn closer and closer, my world shrinking into the glass. Suddenly, the attic around me disappeared, replaced by an eerie, dimly lit room filled with countless mirrors stretching infinitely in all directions. Each reflection in these mirrors was slightly different, like an ever-changing kaleidoscope of distorted images. I stumbled forward, disoriented and terrified. My own reflection began to move independently, stepping out of the mirror, its movements mirroring mine, but with a malevolent intent. It reached out with its cold and unreal hands, grabbing my wrist in its grip like ice. I tried to pull away, but its strength was overpowering. The other reflections in the mirrors watched with malevolent glee, their faces contorted into cruel smiles. Panic gripped me as I realized that these doppelgangers were not just mirrors. They were twisted versions of myself from alternate dimensions. My doppelganger dragged me towards the center of the mirror room, where a colossal ornate mirror hung. Its frame was adorned with grotesque carvings of twisted faces and skeletal hands. I knew that this was the source of the mirror's power, the gateway to the other dimensions. With one final desperate surge of strength, I broke free from my doppelganger's grasp and bolted towards the ornate mirror. I crashed through its surface, feeling as if I had torn apart and reassembled in an instant. I stumbled out on the other side, gasping for breath, back in my grandmother's attic. The antique mirror now lay shattered on the floor, the evil presence expelled. My family rushed in, concerned, but I could only whisper about the horrors I had witnessed. Years later, as I reflect on that chilling day, I can't help but wonder if my doppelganger still lurks in the mirror dimension, waiting for another unsuspecting soul to be drawn into its twisted world. A world where reflections become monsters, and the line between reality and nightmare blurs into a chilling, never-ending abyss. Alrighty, spooky people, this was our beautiful prompt. Enter the mirror dimension and face your doppelganger. I actually had a few ideas on how to kind of do this build. My first idea was actually to build basically the same room, but just one side is normal and the other side is kind of twisted, kind of sick and twisted. But I instead decided to go for like an actual mirror dimension, and I think it turned out quite awesome. I really enjoyed how this build came out, but you know what? I gotta say something. Fuck the villagers, okay? Fuck Renee. She literally did everything to fuck this up for me. Every time that I tried to film a little segment where I'm just alone, every single villager decides to, oh, you know what? That item right there where you're filming is so interesting because there is no other item to look at in this entire build. It's just the one that you're currently focusing on. And then they decide to walk in and never leave. And then I have to kind of push them into a corner and hope that they don't start moving. I hate it. Like, please stay away from me. But other than that, you know, I can't be too mad. They give up their dream holiday homes for me to build my little sick and twisted fantasies. So I guess I kind of have to deal with that then, right? But, well, yeah, I really hope you enjoyed how this turned out. I really hope you enjoyed my little story, and I also hope that I will see you guys for tomorrow's prompt. And until then, stay spooky, people!
Yeah.